I thought the best thing about today was ISD Day. Wally Crittenden and his staff did a fabulous job of getting, the youngsters into the sawmill today to experience that and experience SFA, and that was the best thing about today. And getting today's feels like it's lasted forever, And the Lady Jack game went a long time, and our game seemed like the second half couldn't have been. It just went on and on and on, and just was a really, really long day. So just glad that one's over. It's in the books, and move on to Middle Tennessee State.
And then Chemo, the Nacogdoches, or Pilgrims Nacogdoches player of the game, first time suiting up as a Lumberjack, 13 points, 5 assists, 5 steals, making an impact right out the gate. But you can mention and piggyback off the coach, just talk about the environment, talk about your first game, suiting up, just the overall experience for you.
Yeah, today was my first Division I basketball game ever in my life, and the coaches and my teammates have tried to make it as easy as possible by just, since the summer, all the hard work we put in, all the practices that we put in before this day, everybody tried to make it as easy as possible, and it was. I had a few teaching moments during the game. Coach, pulled me to the side, let me know what I did wrong and did right, and I feel like that helped me a lot in my first Division I game as well. And the crowd was amazing. I have not played in a college gym before like this, so seeing all the kids there and seeing all the people there, I'm glad that they came. Having the donors there to watch us as well, like everything was amazing.
Turn it over to the local media and then back over here.
How was it, first of all, meshing with your new teammates and everything?
I love playing with my teammates, man. Everybody just, what we try to do is not, we get on each other, but it's like constructive criticism, which I feel like we can all take. And I feel like that's one of the best things about our team is if I'm not doing something right, if Coach doesn't say something, Trail might say something to me, or if Juice isn't doing something right, I might get on Juice. So I feel like meshing well with my teammates starts from that.
And Coach, first game obviously of the year. What do you feel like you learned about your team from this game?
That's a good question. What you saw today is what we kind of see in practice. This is just a chance to play in front of some fans and against somebody else. I thought we had a really good segment in the first half. The middle 8 minutes or so, I thought we were really terrific. And I think we had one 4-minute segment where they didn't even score a basket, where we really extended our lead. And I thought overall the first half was pretty good, except for the last 4 minutes or whatever. And I thought we played really well, excluding that 4 minutes. And then after that, we quit playing. I give North American a lot of credit, but it was just kind of a pickup game after that. But that was disappointing for me. We let them shoot too many threes and make too many threes, and we haven't done that into our two scrimmages. So this is something I hadn't seen from our team yet. And we've been terrific defensively, and today we were not. So this team today scored almost as many points in a game as one of our scrimmage opponents had. So it's kind of surprising how many points that we gave up, to be honest with you.
That was kind of, I guess, losing my other question was, like, what's something you got to improve on going into the next game?
Yeah, I mean, our two scrimmages we hadn't given up over 60 points. So, they kind of came at us. And so we got exposed in our transition defense, and obviously they're smaller than some of the teams we played, but they played really fast. And turnovers has been a problem for us in our two, scrimmages plus this game, and we'd like to value the ball a little bit better, and we'll figure out our shot selection as we move forward. That guys will figure that out. But I was probably most displeased in how I think the crowd, and even though we have some older players like Kimahri, and I think handled it really well today, we had half our team's new out there today. And so anytime you play in front of a crowd, it's an adjustment. And that was, getting used to playing in front of people you can see some guys do some different things, and you want them just to be who they are. And you saw that early in the game, and then we settled in, and then I think we need to be mature more and how we handled the second half and handling a big lead when the game's basically over.
2 questions for you from my end. Plus minus, you got 4 guys in the plus 20s, and most of them are in the high ends, like 29, 27. And then you got 7 total in double figures. Does that have an impact for you in looking at it for the next game when it comes to versatility, at least the premise of versatility heading into a first D1 opponent like Middle Tennessee?
Well, Hunter, you use awful big words. You count on me to know what that means. But, me and Kimahri are just some JUCO guys that don't know what more than one syllable words are.
I couldn't answer that question.
Yeah. I think the strength of our team is the strength in our numbers. And so, and then what I mean by that is the depth of our team, which usually translates in a pretty good year for us. And so, like who's going to lead us in points from night to night, I think will vary if we're playing the game right with this team. So, and I think there's about 10 or 11 or 12 guys that could lead us in points every night, which is, I think, the point of your question. I mean, I don't even know who led us in scoring tonight. I think it was pretty close to.
It was close, but it was Chemo.
At 13.
Yeah. And
we scored 90-something points. And we've talked a lot about that, just sharing the basketball and playing the game right. And I think when your team is right and you're not thinking about somebody else or thinking about, hey, I got to get a shot or thinking about this, then you're going to have a pretty good season.
Well, completely different atmosphere from the last time you faced Middle Tennessee last year. It was neutral site. It was in Canada. Now you're going on their turf.
Mm-hmm.
Just give a small preview. Well, maybe that's them calling you.
Yeah.
Give maybe a small preview or something to look forward to with Middle Tennessee this Thursday.
Well, obviously we hadn't watched them play this year, but I know they returned, 5 guys from a team that smashed us in Canada a year ago, and they're picked really high in their league, and we have a lot of respect for them. And we were able to beat them here 2 years ago, and they handled us really well last year in Canada. And this is kind of the rubber match at their place, and be excited to see what we can do against them. They run really good offense. They're athletic. They're long. They're tough. I mean, like all the good teams in our league. It'll give us a good feel for, what we'll compete against in our league. I think it's a great early season matchup to decide who we want to be as a program, and if we're going to win a bunch of games or if we're going to have to, continue to learn and kind of figure out who we're going to be. Because I think if we can win that one, then you got a chance to win a bunch. Because we won't be the favorite in that game Thursday night.
Well, we'll see who you guys want to be on Thursday. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.